I am live. Let's go. What's up, everyone? It's me back. We are back at it again. Now we're gonna be doing some reactions. It's gonna be amazing. All right. So how are you guys doing? I'll be posting this onto YouTube. I'll clip it. So it's gonna be fun. I'll give my reaction on this video made by Professor Dave. Great guy. Taught me all the essentials. He's a really good guy. Really cool guy. Taught me a basics for most elementary topics of mathematics, physics, chemistry, and even biology. He's a great guy. But I realized for the past year, I think, he's been making some reaction videos and debunking and exposing people. I just wanted to look at it and maybe give my opinion on it as well. And maybe you guys in the chat can give your opinion on that too. So let's look at it. Without further ado, let's get into it. So let me just set my window capture. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So the video's on. Alright. So I think my camera is good. Camera is good. Right. So let's get started. Okay. Device output, audio output capture, right? So Realtek audio said that.
Hey everyone, of all the things that I've debunked, I have yet to tackle technology-based conspiracies. Well, it's time to add that to the list, because today we're going to address a pointless 2-bit grifter named Ashton Forbes. Who is he, and what kind of bullshit does he push? Let's find out. Ashton Forbes is a self-declared journalist.
Looks,
of course, he's not really a journalist.
Looks like Bill, the science YouTuber, Bill Nye.
All they really do is spew lies all over the
I don't think I'm accurate.
He's a journalist the way Graham Hancock is a journalist. In fact, Ashton is the...
What I realized is he just straight on gets into flaming him. But I don't know much about Ashton Forbes. I don't know what he's done wrong or what he has said. So let's tune in and watch it properly and grasp the ideas presented by Professor Dave. So let's check it.
The physics twin of Graham Hancock. But instead of going up against big archaeology, Ashton pretends he's battling the government or mainstream physics or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Well, we love people that go against certain agenda and try to reveal truths, but we don't like these amateurs and these wannabes, as the kids call nowadays. I am a kid. Yep. Okay. Yes, we love those people. We love the people that go against certain agendas and traditional lifestyles. But there are some people who just do it to get popularity, do it for not real stuff. You know what I mean? It's not really pure, authentic. They are not exposing things. They're just trying to be cool, trying to put their words out on the internet and get some attention and popularity. Let's check it out. I will stop pausing it too much.
Fighting against the establishment. Please like and subscribe.
Wait, is the audio working? I'll just take the audio away. A minute. Let me just go to Twitch. Go to Twitch. Okay. Just check my stream real quick. Hope it's muted. Yep, it's muted. Can people hear it? Just turn off audio output input, okay? Well, we love people that go against certain agenda and try to reveal truths, but we don't like these amateurs and these wannabes, as the kids call nowadays. I am a kid. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes, we love those people. We love the people that go against certain agendas and traditional lifestyles. But there are some people who just do it to get popularity, do it for not real stuff. You know what I mean? It's not really pure, authentic. They are not exposing things. They're just trying to be cool, trying to put their words on the internet and get some attention and popularity. Let's check it out.
It's
I
just
will stop watching it too much.
fighting against these ads. Please like and subscribe.
Wait, is the audio working? Let's check the audio. Wait a minute. Just go. I think the I think the audio is like echoed and kind of messed up. Huh. It's kind of echoey. Ugh. Well, fix that. Default. Do I set it to default? Audio output capture. Okay. I'll just let it slide. We'll just let it go. Let it drip. And then
Ashton is
and just tell me if I'm doing anything wrong in the chat.
best known for claiming that enormous advances in physics and related crazy
Government
sci-fi technology are
Government
being hidden by
hide.
the government from the public.
Government hide awesome tech from everybody, you guys. Oh yeah, like the alien conspiracists. That like there is some amazing technology and high level stuff that the government hides, probably potentially. I neither believe it nor do I deny it. I might deny it more than I believe it. So let's just look into it.
Public, and even from top physicists in academia. Of course, he also says that all the information anyone needs to uncover these hidden death rays, zero-point energy modules, and anal probes is out there in the public domain, so anyone can play Fox Mulder pretend times and figure it all out. This anyone obviously includes all the terminally online delusional toddlers who follow him, having zero knowledge of basic physics or any understanding of the words he uses, which is fitting since Ashton has no idea what he's saying either. If all this sounds like a contradiction, you're not alone. Everything Ashton spills the beans on is top secret, but it's also out there in plain sight. The government pays billions of dollars to keep this stuff quiet, but also gives press conferences where they casually admit everything, and they even use it openly to vanish entire commercial aircraft and dozens of civilians, all to prevent China from getting our Star Trek tech to presumably reverse engineer it into better by the government
didn't understand
from the
that.
public. And even from top is cover these hidden death rays, zero-point energy modules, and anal probes is out there in the public domain, so anyone can play Fox Mulder pretend times and figure it all out. This anyone obviously includes all the terminally online delusional toddlers who follow him, having zero knowledge of basic physics or any understanding of the words he uses, which is fitting since Ashton has no idea what he's saying either. If all this sounds like a contradiction, you're not alone. Everything Ashton spills the beans on is top secret, but it's also out there in plain sight. The government pays billions of dollars to keep this stuff quiet, but also gives press conferences where they casually admit everything, and they even use it openly to vanish entire commercial aircraft and dozens of civilians, all to prevent China from getting our Star Trek tech to presumably reverse engineer it into better iPhones or something. But the most pathetic
Makes sense.
aspect of Ashton's rise to dubious YouTube prominence is that it was a direct result of him leveraging a terrible human tragedy, the loss of Malaysian Airlines Flight 370, the long search for the plane's debris, and an explanation for the crash. When the plane vanished, conspiracy theorists rushed into the vacuum of uncertainty, and Ashton was one of the loudest voices. He used the tragedy to claim that the government has the technology to create negative energy plasma orbs, which manipulate space-time to create wormholes. They can also
Makes
make
sense.
warp drives by
I'd have to agree with Dave on this one. If this is the thing that he actually said, these are the things that he has said, yes, I don't agree with Ashton. It's alright. Let's just go into it.
The energy of the ether, a thing that was proven to not exist in the late 19th century. Fans of My Electric Universe debunks will be thrilled to hear that, according to Ashton, all of this tech is based on the moronic idea that gravity is actually a manifestation of electromagnetic energy, such that plasma...
Oh, I think I just figured out why it kind of echoes, because I'm using a speaker and the speaker is going into a mic. Come on, man. I should have known. Should have known better. I think I have the mute button on my... I can mute and unmute, and I can fix this.
Orbs, which are magnetically coupled, can generate wormholes that swallow commercial planes and make them disappear. And finally, this tech is the key to extracting free energy from space, obviously, and Ashton has a machine that produces energy from nothing. He can't show it to you, but he'll sell you one for a solid price. Just trust him, bro. Anyway, we're going to comb through Ashton's recent appearance on the Jimmy Dore Show. If you don't know who that is, he's a brainless hack masquerading as a comedian with a dogshit podcast where he just barks endless conspiratorial tripe. Ashton fits right in, vomiting his script of technical disappear. And finally, this tech is the key to extracting free energy from space, obviously.
Oh, he sells these. Oh, I was muted. He sells these machines that get electricity, I suppose, but free electricity. Even me, someone who knows not much about this, what I know about energy is you can neither create it nor can you destroy it. There's nothing such as free energy. You can just transform it from one form to another. So I don't know what he's doing over here. I just have to look into it. I just have to see what he does.
And Ashton has a machine that produces energy from nothing. He can't show it to you, but he'll sell you one for a solid price. Just trust him, bro. Anyway, we're going to comb through Ashton's recent appearance on the Jimmy Dore Show. If you don't know who that is, with a dogshit podcast where he just barks endless conspiratorial tripe. Ashton fits right in, vomiting his script of technical jargon to Jimmy's audience of easily impressed buffoons who can't tell that he has no idea what he's talking about. Ashton is trying really hard to rise through the ranks of internet grifters with these appearances, but he hasn't yet been invited on the holy grail of grifting platforms, the Joe Rogan Experience. This makes Ashton very mad every day, and with good reason, since there are other idiot grifters no better than him who have been on the show. But for now, we will have to settle for Ashton and Jimmy.
We seem to have lost focus and vision, to have lowered our sights and let systems and structures and bureaucracies muddle us along. But we are capable of so much more. Our technologies permit us to manipulate time and space.
Whoa.
They leave distance annihilated, cause things to grow and improve productivity.
So now that sounds to me like he's saying we developed some kind of technologies in the 70s and then the powers that be tried to rein that in and slow it down for whatever reason. Is that what it sounds like to you?
I mean, that's what he's explicitly saying. You know, the people that are trying to, paint it in a different light, I think that they're the ones who have to stretch. And for me, when I hear 1970s, I think of the Mansfield Amendment. The Mansfield Amendment is actually when gravity research had to go private, because in the 70s, the military was spending all this money on research that wasn't considered to be military. So it became this political issue, kind of like with USAID, where like they were thinking it was, being used inappropriately. And so gravity research wasn't considered to have, direct combat purpose. And so it kind of potentially got hidden in defense contractors at that point.
The level of confusion you are experiencing will be constant throughout this video. Nothing Ashton says ever makes an ounce of sense, even if you're dumb enough to believe the lies he tells. He is pretending that gravity research had to go private. This is meaningless. Gravity is a topic in physics, and physicists are the ones studying physics, which is done primarily at universities, not at fucking Lockheed Martin. Gravity doesn't have direct combat purpose. Well, knowing how gravity works is pretty important for knowing how to fly planes and drop bombs and all that other war shit, and luckily for war people, we figured all that out a few centuries ago. Nowadays, gravity research means expanding our understanding of general relativity or attempting to develop quantum gravity or some similar construct. These are things that are done in universities. Most of the people who fall for a jerk like Ashton are probably also obsessed with Eric Weinstein, who is constantly whining about how everyone should stop working on quantum gravity because it's sucking up all the funding. So this is just a big bowl of stupid no matter how you slice it. To get more specific, since 1915, academia has never stopped working on our understanding of gravity. A bit after general relativity was published, in the 1930s, Eddington and Lemaitre and Chandrasekhar made important advances that helped us understand strong gravity. In the 1950s, David Finkelstein came up with the concept of an event horizon. In 1967, we discovered neutron stars. In the 1970s, Hawking and others figured out how black holes might radiate. Also in the 1970s, astrophysicists discovered a black hole orbiting a blue supergiant and a supermassive black hole at the center of a galaxy. In the 2010s, scientists were able to pick up ripples in spacetime called gravitational waves. A few years ago, we took a picture of a black hole. Today, people like Ed Witten and Juan Maldacena are working to understand quantum gravity. But Ashton wants you to believe that Lockheed Martin has physicists who have moved far beyond Witten and Maldacena, and these supreme geniuses have it all figured out. Of course, in doing so, they haven't published any papers, they've dodged the 10 Nobel Prizes they deserve, and have kept it all quiet in exchange for billions of dollars. Does he have any evidence for this? No. The lack of evidence is all the evidence he needs, because he thinks it proves there's a cover-up. Even delusional contrarian Elon Musk doesn't buy this crap. He's pointed out that if Lockheed had advanced tech, they would use it to compete with SpaceX, whose launch contracts are worth billions of dollars. But Ashton has a response for that too. Ashton says the secrecy is the proof.
You know, and when Elon Musk was asked about this kind of stuff on Joe Rogan, he went like full retard on any time electrogravitics is brought up. He says, "Oh, I have a class of a clearance. I would know if they have this type of stuff." That's not how that works. And then he says, "Oh, well, Lockheed Martin and Northrop Grumman, I would know if they're hiding some advanced technology. They would compete with me in SpaceX." No, the whole point of secret technology that's beyond the paradigm is that you don't show it publicly. Why do they not, break it out? Because they don't need to, because they're getting paid billions of dollars by the government not to.
Right, so the government, which already has hyper-advanced propulsion and teleportation tech that they are spending billions keeping Lockheed Martin from using or talking about publicly, is also paying billions to SpaceX in order to develop far inferior launch vehicles based on chemical rockets. And the government keeps...
Yep, that surely doesn't make any sense. Yes, I understand it more now. This guy is trying to tell us that there are secret extra sci-fi technological advancement made by the government that are secrets held away and closed away from the public, and he is the whistleblower and he exposes, quote unquote, the secret. I agree with Professor Dave right here. I think he makes a good point using the SpaceX example, and he clearly defends his position over here and makes it much more believable. I first thought that Professor Dave was probably mad at this guy, but I understand this much more, and I think he has a great point over here. He's just another goofy goober, just talking and trying to get attention. I think that's the main goal for these people, usually. Comment down below what you want to see next. I'll just keep on watching this. I think I'll watch half. I can't watch the entire video. Don't have the time. Probably get to the video tomorrow, or we can watch some analog horror and get the stakes up, get those chills, get your popcorn. Hey, in them. I'm reacting to it because I'm scared. I want to react to analog horror with you guys. I could not.
Keeps it a secret,
All right.
but also announces it openly. Nothing wrong with that logic. Where did he get this shit again?